Over the years there have been some cars that have always dominated the American market. One such car is the Chevy Tahoe. Given the popularity of SUVs and CUVs in America, the Chevy Tahoe has become a go-to car for most people, especially those with families. Because of this, Chevy has no choice but to upgrade this car and make it look better if they want to stay competitive. This is mainly because of the sudden rise and change of futuristic designs on cars. But what will General Motors do with the 2024 Chevy Tahoe? Let's find out, shall we? Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we'll look at the 2024 Chevy Tahoe and discover what's new. But before we continue, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing updates on your favorite cars. And with that, let's learn more about the 2024 Chevy Tahoe. When you think about it, there's a lot of hype over SUVs, crossovers, and trucks all over the United States. While this is not excluding a few niches such as hypercars, two-door performance vehicles, and a few others, most of the other segments have a certain correspondence regarding the world of CUVs, SUVs, and trucks. This includes some bigger stuff such as the ultra-luxury super SUVs like the Rolls-Royce Cooling Man or the new Ferrari Purosangue. Over the years, certain regions such as North America have lost a lot of interest in traditional styles. These include station wagons and minivans. Now there are CUV and SUV models that have come to replace both the grocery getters and the soccer mom or hockey dad mobiles, and they're doing pretty well. A great example is the Toyota Grand Highlander, which has a powertrain producing 362 horsepower. However, if you're one for the traditional POV, then an American full-size SUV and sturdy architecture based on a light-duty pickup truck might be perfect. A great example is the Chevy Tahoe, which is receiving an uplift for the 5th generation. Ever since there were some spy 2024 models of the Tahoe, the rumor mill has been spinning fast and people are getting pretty excited about it. Shortly after the Chevy Tahoe was spotted, some people tried to imagine how it looked, coming up with renders of the possible designs. A great example is the Autoya Info channel on YouTube, which has envisioned the CGI looks of the upcoming mid-cycle refresh of the Tahoe. They even went ahead to envision the Suburban as well, but that's a topic for another day. Before we can look at what they envisioned, let's first look at the one that was spotted. As we all know at this point, there will be some major changes coming to the Chevrolet Tahoe. It's about to have a major facelift, and as per the usual facelifts, most of the changes on the outside are focused at the front and the rear, and from the spy photos captured, you can see that most of the camouflage is at the front and rear. If we were to zoom in to get a tight crop, we could somehow notice that the large Chevy might come with a new dual light configuration with separate headlights and daytime running lights. Even though it has a similar style to the Chevrolet Silverado, the Chevy Tahoe has its own characteristics. General Motors seems to be adding to this distinction by adding thin daytime lamps up top. They've also added headlights to the grille further down, and even though this will make it distinct, the new Chevy Tahoe will loosely fit with the Silverado refresh that debuted in 2022. Chevy did a great job hiding the changes to the grille, which makes it hard to know what we can expect there. However, we might see them remove the bold center strips of chrome on the current Tahoe. Even though it's been camouflaged, we can tell that it's slightly bigger, but with all that, we don't really expect them to change much from the current model. As much as we don't know how the grille will look, we can expect some minor differences in the grille designs between the Tahoe trim levels, and on top of that, we can be sure that the ones spotted with lots of camouflage is a snazzy high country edition. The wheels give it away, and the deployable side steps are plainly visible beneath the doors. These are some of the features that only come with this posh trim level. The rear was also heavily camouflaged, and probably even heavier than the front. It is very hard to tell what has been changed at the rear, mainly because of this camouflage, but with the heavy camouflage, we can assume that there will be some major design tweaks here. This might be seen on the windows and rear gate as well. However, in the same spirit, the heavy camouflage might just be there to deceive everyone into thinking that something major is coming. To keep everyone guessing at the very least, we can see that it will have new taillights, which are visible from the covers. However, we cannot tell the shape of these tail lights or how they look. If you focus your curiosity on the large cutouts in the heavy covers for exhaust tips, you might just notice that there are smaller openings in the lower fascia. This could just be a placeholder, but it could also point to a redesigned rear bumper which might come with new rectangular exhaust tips. At the moment, apart from the heavily camouflaged car, we don't know whether there will be any changes in the interior. We don't even know whether the 2024 Chevy Tahoe will come with a different powertrain. Most of the equipment that will be carried over might just be under the hood. However, if you look closely, you can see some dash covers through the driver's side window. This could mean that something more than just an updated trim is happening here. All this is what we've assumed about the 2024 Chevy Tahoe. However, what would we like to see in the new Tahoe? For starters, we would love to see a bigger screen inside. In case you're not yet sure, the 2024 Chevy Tahoe will come with an overhauled cabin space. With this, we really hope that they increase the size of the infotainment screen. At the moment, the Tahoe comes with either an 8-inch or 10.2-inch infotainment screen. The size depends on which model you go for. This is not bad given that it has a lot of functionalities. However, it might feel a bit small now given that this is a huge car, and if they are going to increase the size of the cabin even if it is by a few inches, then it might look smaller than usual. We also hope that Chevrolet will make the high country trim a bit more distinctive. Even though it's at the top of the trim level hierarchy, the high country needs to be a bit more distinctive. They need to make it a bit more equipped to help it stand out. In fact, the 2024 Chevy Tahoe needs something to give it the same wow factor as the Denali trims offered by the GMC. The good thing is, it seems that Chevy might just do that and debut a new fascia treatment that is unique to the high country trim. When it comes to the powertrain, the current Chevy Tahoe does not offer the 3.0-liter i6 LM2 turbo diesel Duramax engine. This is mainly because of the packaging constraints of the unique Z71 fascia. However, Chevy has recently introduced the new 3.0-liter i6 LZO turbo diesel Duramax for the Chevy Silverado ZR2, and with this we can only assume as well as hope that the off-road SUVs will finally come with some diesel power as well. At the moment, the Chevy Tahoe uses a naturally aspirated 5.3-liter V8 L84 gasoline engine that produces about 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque. However, it doesn't have the same raw twist as the new turbo max turbocharged 2.7-liter i4 L3B gasoline engine. Now the 2024 Chevy Silverado powertrain lineup is receiving a new member which is capable of giving off a maximum of 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque. Torque is exactly what the 2024 Chevy Tahoe needs, so if this were to come to the 2024 Chevy Tahoe, Chevy would have won the hearts of many. These are just some speculations on what we can expect from the 2024 Chevy Tahoe. What do you think about them? What else would you want to see on the 2024 Chevy Tahoe? Feel free to let us know in the comments section below, and before you go, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing updates on your favorite cars. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.